Hello and welcome to Maggie Mumbles. My name is Maggie and on this channel I mumble about the things that interest me. Today I wanted to share with you the Witch's Roots box that I just got in the mail. Haven't opened yet and I can't wait to see what is inside. I also wanted to mention that this eye is having a reaction because one of the cats slept basically on my face last night. So if you notice that this eyelid is like not doing what this eyelid is doing, that is why there's some sort of allergy happening. Anyway, let's get to opening this box. I have been getting the Witch's Roots for like a really long time. It started because I really wanted to kind of build up my collection of herbs that I could use for witchcraft and also learn about different herbs that I might not have thought to use. And when I saw that they come with these beautiful pieces of artwork depicting the herbs and they're like grimoire pages almost, I continued to collect because I love them so much. I actually have this room lined with them. And it's kind of bittersweet because this box is going to probably complete my collection and I'm not sure if I'm going to continue getting the box anymore. I haven't decided yet, but I don't know where I'm going to put any more of these pictures because I'm running out of space. So if you have ideas for what else I can do with these beautiful images, then please leave those in the comments below. Or if you think I should like trade them out or create another line and go up the wall, whatever ideas you have, I'm very interested to hear. But let's open the box and see what is inside. So if you've never gotten the Witch's Roots before, it usually has a very similar theme of things inside. You might see me wearing their necklaces in other videos. You might see various things that come from these boxes because they generally have the same thing. So I pretty much know what to expect, but I'm going to go ahead and open it up and show you. So the first thing is that they always put this like table of contents or a description of contents at the very top. They used to tie it with a string and I'm really glad that they stopped doing that because the string always just went into the trash and it was always kind of annoying to pull it off. Even though it looked really pretty, I'm really glad that they stopped doing that. It was a little bit wasteful and I think that's why they probably stopped including the string that tied this. Alright, so the theme of this box is Ancestor Calling. And I should mention that if you are planning on getting this box and you haven't received it yet and you like the surprise, then maybe click away because spoiler alert. As Samhain arrives, we begin to prepare for the honoring and calling of ancestors and spirits. With clear intention and purpose, we spend our time truly practicing our craft. We are eager to fulfill our needs for connection during this time so that we are able to fully embrace the coming of darker months. This very unique and stunning collection provides useful tools to use during your Samhain rituals and meditations. The magical items in this box are as follows. Alright, so I'm not going to follow the list here, I'm just going to follow what I pull out first and then read its description. The very first thing in the box is this oracle card, personalized oracle reading. We have meditated and selected a card from the Ancestor Spirit Oracle Cards by Jade Sky, illustrated by Belinda Morris, to place inside your box. This card and the symbols/messages that are represented were meant for you. Take the time to reflect on the wisdom that it holds. Know that there is a specific reason that you received this card. Let it resonate with you and speak to the pressing realities in your world. Allow this message to act as a direct message from your guides. What they do is they have one deck and then as they're filling these boxes, I imagine they just pick out a card and place it in your box before sending it. So everybody who gets this box is going to get a different oracle card included, and they're not always from the same decks. I've gotten cards from a bunch of other decks as well. I don't have any around here, but mine is Balance Yourself. And it's a very balanced image with different, it looks like all of the different elements of the 4 classical elements are represented. There's a feather, a leaf, a butterfly, and like a peach pit, I think is what that is. And then there's a grid of different tumbled stones. It's lined with stones. And I would imagine that these are different kinds of like soil. So like a garden soil, sand, a red clay, and then like a yellow something. I don't know, this one kind of looks like a pizza. And then it says Balance Yourself and then Direction, Growth, Life Stages. So that's really nice. It does feel very balanced. It does feel like different times of life. Like actually this is like a cherry or a crab apple or something. Oh, and then the peach pet would be like the new seed. The butterfly is kind of the final stage of life for that particular creature after being a caterpillar and an egg and all of that. So that's nice. Okay, so the next thing in the box is the two artworks. When I first started getting it, they only sent one, and it was of the herb, but now they've also started including other types of artwork. So I'll start with I guess the herb of this box is Yerba Santa, and so I have the Yerba Santa Grimoire artwork, and here is, you can see how beautiful it is. They have like a picture of the plant, and then all these different aspects of it. So the elements of water and earth, different names that it's called, its scientific name, where you can find it in the world, celestial influences, zodiac chakras, color, stones, botanicals, animals, magical beings, and then magical properties. So then on the page it says the Yerba Santa Herbal Grimoire artwork. We have partnered with a very talented local artist to create an exclusive piece of artwork to honor Yerba Santa. Add this beautiful artwork to your Book of Shadows, or your Wall of Shadows if you're me, Herbal Grimoire, or place on your altar for display. And so then the artist is written and illustrated by A.E. Alden. And I believe that they're all the same artist. It's a very similar style, so it also mentions to not make copies and to not sell it. I think this one's gonna go up there. I kind of want to put it... I always feel like I have to play favorites with them because it's like, which ones do I want to see really prominently are the ones that are kind of above me right here. And then those ones over there I can see pretty well. It's hard to decide which one has to go in the dark corner. Maybe I'll trade them around. This one is the Ancestral Connections Book of Shadows artwork. This beautiful Ancestral Connections artwork was created to represent our connection to ancestors that lived before us. You will see written near the bottom of this piece, because you lived, I live. Place within your Book of Shadows or display on your Samhain altar. And this is the same artist. And again, not make copies or resale. And I will not do that. But that is really beautiful. I like that it's a tree, like a family tree, and then it has the DNA helix, double helix. And then the Samhain imagery with these different flowers and the skull and the candles. I think that's really pretty. This one I might have to frame and put somewhere on my family altar. The boxes usually just have one herb and it's the theme, so it would be Yerba Santa. So I do see that it does have dried Yerba Santa, and I don't know if I'm saying that properly. That's what it's spelled like. So this is also, but oh, I was going to complete that thought. This box actually has two herbs, so I'm going to see why they did that this time. Eriodictyon californicum. Also known as mountain balm and bearweed, the Yerba Santa plant can be found growing under canopies of redwoods. Medicinally, Yerba Santa has always been prepared as a tea or tonic to help eliminate congestion and other respiratory ailments. This herb has also been included in tinctures or made into rich syrups. The name Yerba Santa means holy herb in Spanish and has always been revered as a magically potent ingredient. In addition to the many protective qualities this herb contains, Yerba Santa also bolsters our spiritual strength and psychic powers, allowing us to understand and perceive information from guides more clearly. We have included Yerba Santa in this very special collection for you to incorporate its energies into your ancestral altar. So this altar can include pictures of loved ones lost or items that may represent their impact on your life. Take the time to make this altar beautiful and symbolically potent. So this herb is associated with water, earth, the moon, Venus, and the planet Earth, and the passive element. They say feminine, but I don't use that language. I said passive. So that's really cool. I actually have an ancestral altar set up year-round, not just at Samhain, so I definitely will use this. I might make a tea to drink and kind of sit in reflection on Samhain as a very special recognition, because I like to do that to honor that specific day. And then, like I said, there's another herb in here as well, which is rose petals, and they are also dried. We have included an offering of rose petals for you to incorporate into your Samhain or ancestral altar. These beautiful dried petals can be placed around the base of a candle or simply placed within a small bowl in front of images of ancestors or magical trinkets that represent them. Planetary associations. Venus, and then it is associated with the water element, and it is also a passive herb. These ones are a nice pretty like pink color with the yellow at the base. I like this kind. Some of them that I have right now in my cabinet I dried myself and they got a little oxidized, I think, so they're a little bit black, which is cool for the imagery of it, but there's like a very specific use, I feel like, for black rose petals that is not really like loving. So I haven't had time to use them, so it's nice to have some new rose petals. Okay, so the next thing in here is the pendant, and I love these. Obviously these come in each of the boxes as well, a nice little necklace, and it comes in this organza bag, which I use for spell bags, so I always keep these and reuse them for charm bags. They always have different colors. Lately they've been black, I feel like, so I have a ton of black ones right now, but they also kind of alternate different colors. Ooh, that's cool. It's a skull and crossbones. And on the back it says, "Beloved ancestors, hear my call, guide my heart and hands as you see and know all." So they don't always have a necklace in them, but I have quite a few of these. I'm not sure when they started partnering with Christopher Penczak on this, or maybe not partnering, but purchasing his pendants. I'm not sure the connection there. I'm not on the business agreement, but it seems like that has been a name, and obviously he's a famous witch teacher, writer in the witchcraft space. It's been several of the last few boxes that have come with a pendant from him. So this one is Ancestor Calling. It says here, Christopher Penczak, and I hope that's how you say it, I'm not sure, is a witch teacher, writer, and healing practitioner. His practice draws upon the foundation of both modern and traditional witchcraft, blended with the wisdom of mystical traditions across the globe. So this powerful spell coin pendant, that is spinning, sorry. This powerful spell coin pendant has been included within this collection to act as a token of our request for guidance. And then it says what is inscribed on the back, which I have already read to you. So that's really cool. I like this one. Some of them that I've gotten, I like it when they're about this size. I've gotten some in the past that are like kind of big, and so I don't really like wearing them. I might hang them. I have a couple of like hanging things around this room, so that might be a fun way to still use them and display them. But the ones that are about this size I do wear regularly, and they also have some that I've gotten in the past that are more like an oval shape rather than a circle, and I like those as well. So anyway, that is awesome, and I really like this pattern. Oh, and I was also going to say that some of the patterns I've gotten I don't really like very much. I think they're a little harsh looking. I like it when they're a little bit more gentle, so this one's pretty cool. Alright, what's next? I'm gonna put this over here. So then there is a candle. They have been wrapping them because up like this, when I first started getting them, whoop, they had them just in like a piece of tissue paper, but then they've started adding more stuff inside here. Let's see if I can, oh shoot, I didn't mean to rip it. So yeah, now they put them in these little paper sacks because sometimes they have like herbs and things stuck to them. It actually doesn't look like this one is. I think they're just improving the design. So they have given a black candle this time, and it's a very simple candle, you know, just rolled beeswax sheet that they roll in a spiral. They do a really good job though, and they burn reasonably quickly. I feel like when I use these for spell candles, I'm not sitting around for like hours and hours. It's, well, maybe an hour. I haven't actually timed it recently, but I don't feel like it's like too long to sit there to let it burn out completely. I think because it is sort of airy, it can just burn faster. Anyway, the candle, Ancestral Honoring Mini Spell Candle. We have hand-rolled this ancestral honoring mini spell candle with the intention of providing you with a token of gratitude and recognition of the connection you hold with your ancestral guides. Burn this candle on Samhain or ancestral altar, and then they have a little safety warning: do not leave a candle burning unattended, and to keep out of reach of children. So I'm just gonna stick that back in there, wrap it up again so that I can use it. when the time comes. And it's always nice to have black candles. Sometimes they're hard to find. But pro tip, at Halloween, it's a lot easier to find black candles at like regular stores. Okay, so now another little organza bag, black, with a tumbled stone in it, tumbled black obsidian. Black obsidian is a type of volcanic glass known to be a sacred stone to many cultures. Black obsidian is a powerful stone that can help protect against negative energies and intentions of others. In addition to providing protection, black obsidian assists the practitioner in attracting love, money, success, as well as promoting truth, clarity, and understanding, specifically with spirit communication. We have included this specific stone with this collection to aid you in communicating with your ancestral guides, working to find clarity in the signs and symbols you may receive, and it is associated with the earth element. It's really nice. It has a few little like imperfections, but I like them. All right. And then there is this scroll, which I don't think I'll open because I think it is part of a spell procedure. Ancestral Petition Scroll. This scroll has been put together by hand by the same artist, A.E. Alden, the one who did the artwork I showed you earlier, for this specific collection. The scroll is intended for you to write down a message for your ancestral guides. Be sure to write specific intentions, requests, or gratitude. Place it on your altar during a time of spiritual connection. So it has like a black bead and then a piece of gold that kind of looks like coral. Or like a sage leaf, prairie sage, not prairie sage, Louisiana sage, and then a little key. It's really cute. So I will use that as part of my Samhain ritual. And then we have the herbal oil. Oh, I was going to mention they usually also do include like a stone of some sort in these boxes. Tumbled stone, usually sometimes a raw crystal. And then one of the other things that is almost always in the boxes is an herbal blend. And it's really nice because they always wrap it in this bubble wrap. So this is the Ancestral Calling Ritual Aura Spray. Oh, nice. So sometimes they give you a little spray top. So they put it with this kind of lid so that it doesn't leak, I think, and then you replace it with the spray top. Sometimes they give you a little dropper. So instead of, let's see if I have one somewhere. I don't have one, but you know, like a dropper, you squeeze it and then sometimes they give you a spray. We are thrilled to be able to introduce our Ancestor Calling Ritual Aura Spray within this collection. This very special blend was created to connect you with your guides and ancestral companions. As you spray around yourself, allow your energies to become calm. Now is the time to speak to your guides and say aloud your intentions. We have created this ritual aura spray with the oils of cedarwood, sweet orange, rose, clove, and a special mixture of our spiritus magical oil from our personal cabinet of witchery. Shake well before using. Be cautious when using this spray as some may be more sensitive to others. And start spraying in the air 3 to 4 feet away from you. External use only. Okay, I won't spray it in my mouth like a mouth freshener. Oh, I love it when the spray straw goes like, I don't know if you can see that, like curls, or you can't really see it, when it curls in the bottle so that when you get to the bottom, it'll get like every last drop. Okay, so that shook well. I have to check for cats. That smells good. Cedarwood, sweet orange, rose, and clove. Well, how could it not? Those are all delicious smells. So I don't usually keep the lid that it comes with because now I have a new spray lid. The last thing in the box, oh, and it's nice, I should show you. Well, I'll show you after. The last thing in the box is an incense. And sometimes the incense will match like Yerba Santa and be with the theme, and sometimes it'll just match like the general vibe of the box. So this time it is cinnamon incense. Cinnamon ritual incense sticks. These wonderfully fragrant ritual incense sticks were placed within the collection to enhance the energy that surrounds you during this sacred time. They smell like those like cinnamon brooms that you can get at Michael's right now. I really wanted to get one of those, but they only had pumpkin spice and not cinnamon. So I was kind of so I didn't get one. I just realized that I never finished checking out for my groceries, so I'm just gonna do that real quick. And then that's everything in the box. So they have, you probably saw already, but it has a beautifully decorated box with, you know, all these different designs and flowers and things, and then their branding. And then it always comes with this crepe paper stuffing to help keep everything in and protected. And I love that because this is all recyclable, so this paper can be recycled, the box can be recycled easily. I have kept a couple of these boxes for storage, but after getting these for years, years maybe? Yeah, I guess years, I can't keep all of them, so now it's nice that I can dispose of them greenly. Anyway, that was the Ancestor calling box from the Witch's Roots. I'm not affiliated with them, I just love the box. I think what I enjoy most about them is some boxes that I've gotten in the past, I feel like I just was like collecting a bunch of stuff. I didn't really have a use for it because it was a lot of like tools and things that you don't use. But what I like about this box is that you use the herbs. The incense and the oils, like all of those things are consumable, so I don't feel like I have to like store all these tools and things all the time. Obviously I do collect the crystals, but they're small. I love the beautiful artwork that comes with it. It's nice that I have a way to display it. I think they would be really nice bound in a book as well, so if you know, got those, like, I think they have those clear protective sleeves in this size. It's a standard size, like 4x6 or whatever, so I think they do have sleeves in that size, or at least like compartments in a bigger sleeve, so it would be really nice to bind them into a book that you could use. I don't know, they're really pretty. So I hope you enjoyed going through the box with me, and if you did like the video, please like the video with a thumbs up. If you haven't already, subscribe so that you can see more witchy videos from me in the future. Hit the bell to be notified about new videos, and I will see you next time.